that? Can you see that?
Maybe kind of watch it like it's supposed to.
I don't know what he's supposed to wear. No, I think he's saying for dirt. Oh, he could be all the way in the dirt now.
There it is.
I don't know what this thing is. What's wrong with him?
Missed the bus.
How'd he get to school?
I don't know.
His camera ain't focusing just. He looked like a drunk. I lost him again. There he is. Well, I don't know why the camera ain't focusing. I can't even make him out.
You have it on manual focus? Or you have it on autofocus?
I'm gonna put it back on auto now.
There's the manual focus in there.
Cleared up a little bit, not much. No, that's not. Man, that's
Yeah, manual focus.
normal manual focus. So it's he's mad by something. Unless the lens is dirty, he looks terrible. What's that for? He's a blur. He said he could be blurry. Ain't gonna work with that. Why? I've already used it. Well, we can't see it. The kid is fine.
Welcome to the 1995-96 China Grove Middle School. Good morning. I am Morgan Andrews, the SGA president. I'd like to welcome you to the 1995-96 8th grade graduation. The program that you will see today is about our journey through middle school until this point in time. And it's your help and encouragement that has gotten us here. Now I want to turn and speak to my fellow 8th graders. Today is our last day at China Grove Middle School. You guys know that, right? Well, we're leaving the place that we started our journey and the journey of finding out who we are and what we will become. In 20 years or so, we might not remember those little conversations and arguments that we've had over the phone, but we will remember those little things like the bad times that might scare us and make us afraid. But we also learned that we are miraculous and unique, and some of us will still, and for a long time, ask ourselves who we are. There are answers all around us. There are answers beside you, there are answers behind you, and there are answers in front of you. There are answers in the classrooms. Those teachers were sometimes challenges, but those challenges were for us. They knew we could do it. They were the ones behind us, pushing us to accept the challenges that lay ahead. They gave us faith to make it here. They tried to help us follow our dreams. We will never forget all those good times we had on class trips or during class. Those memories will remain throughout our lives. The bad times will sometimes make us afraid and scar us. The hardships we experienced and the friends that were always there to ease the pain will always be there. Change at times can be painful, and others, it can be joyful. The 3 years that we have been here will soon be a vague memory in our minds. As we look, how in the world could 3 years seem like 3 months? This time has flown by so fast. And as we look to high school, some of us may feel sorry at the departure. But what will happen to those sweet hellos? Will they rip into mournful goodbyes? I know we are not saying goodbye forever, if you can call it good, but since the 6th grade, many of us have been dreaming about what high school would be like. Well, I know I have, and I know that I dreamed that everything would be perfect. Okay, I already told you about Jesus. Okay. Okay. I know I painted those little perfect memories, but I know I should have used something other than watercolors because they're sure not what I had imagined. I'll tell you that right now. But if you painted out your life, it would be somewhat boring. You know, life is forever changing, just like we've been changing for the past 3 years. Life in high school offers many choices, and many people try to transform into who someone else wants them to be. But you know, I talk to a lot of people and they find themselves different. I know I find myself different, and some of you may find myself different too, but I think it's different being normal, and normal sometimes being different. But some of us may be able to relate to the next phrase. It is said, I've been afraid of changing because I've lived my life around you. But time makes you bolder, and even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Now what that means to me, it may be the same to you guys, but it may mean something different to others. But I interpret it as being that we are familiar with middle school, and we may be afraid of going to high school. But as we move toward these new horizons, we will become stronger and more certain, and we will fear less. Each day that passes, our childhood is disappearing, and our adulthood is beginning. Someone once said, I'm sure you know, someone once said, life is what happens when you're too busy making other plans. Well, let us enjoy the changes and challenges coming our way. Let us not hurry through one of the most important times in our lives. Let us take the time to enjoy all that life has to offer for us. Let us not forget those who have been there by our side to support us and encourage us in our journey, like our parents, teachers, family, and friends. Let us not forget that every individual is on their own personal journey. Let us have the courage and strength to be ourselves, whoever that may be. Let us accept one another for who we are. And remember, we are all in this world together. A few words that I try to live by is that everything happens for a reason. I'm sure some of you have heard me say that, but I believe that everything happens for a reason. Another answer that I look to, that if I can't find another one, is let it be. I know this is goodbye to middle school, but it's definitely not goodbye to each other. So right now I'd like to say, see you soon, instead of goodbye. Okay, thank you. Now I want to turn your attention to Mr. Buckner, and he will direct the 8th grade chorus forced into a musical selection.
Good morning. My name is Wanda Williams, and I'm guidance counselor at China Grove Middle. And this morning, we have an awards presentation, and I'm not going to do as well as Morgan did. I'm going to probably read from my script, so bear with me. Our awards presentation this morning will consist of 5 types of awards. First, a perfect attendance award. Secondly, end of grade, end of course testing achievement awards, academic achievement awards, academic effort awards, and academic excellence. The purpose of these awards is to recognize and reward educational excellence and to challenge students to reach the highest level of their academic ability. The first award that I will present this morning is the Perfect Attendance Award. Those of you who read the Salisbury Post yesterday may have recognized some names. As I call your name, just come forward. I'll give you your certificate and just kind of stand in a line this way. The first student is Carla Denise Barnett. Mitchell Lee Blaylock. Justin Kemp Deaton. Kelly Jo Deaver. Leslie Ann Esquire. Jason Andrew Harwood. Chris Humbarger. Drew David King. Sue Ann Niels. John Craig Nicholson. And Ernest Wiggins. Back in the back row. Please, let's give a round of applause. As they're being seated, I'm going to move on. The Certificate of Achievement. These are for the end of grade, end of course achievement test scores. We just received those on Tuesday of this week. 3.96. These certificates will be presented to those students who achieve the highest score on this year's end of grade and Algebra 1 end of course test. So a certificate will be presented to the students in the following areas: high score in reading, high score in math, and in Algebra 1. The students receiving this award have ranked in the top 98 and 99th percentile in comparison with all 8th graders across the state of North Carolina. This means that they are the top 1 to 2% of all 8th graders. These students are tops in their areas of achievement. The first award I will give out is for reading. And we had a three-way tie, which we were really proud of these fellas. The first student is Philip Coyer. I give them a little moment in time here too. They've worked hard and they deserve it. The second student, higher EOG reading, a tie, 99th percentile, K.L. Stutz. And our third tie is Franklin Menas Jr. Come on up, Franklin. Okay, let's give them one round of applause real quick. Well, I've lost my speech. Well, I guess I'm going to wing it then. I found it. Good. Now I'd like to present the certificates of achievement for math. We had two students who were in the top 98th percentile, and their scores only varied by 1 point, so I felt the need to recognize both of these gentlemen. In math, D. Horde. And Philip, come on back up here. Philip Coyer. Okay, these two are best buds. Y'all can shake each other's hands and have a kiss. Okay, the next achievement award is for Algebra 1 end of course. And D. Horde, before you sit down, come on back up here. I talked with his mother, Bonnie Horde, who is a math teacher here, and she said this Algebra 1 end of course test gets more difficult every year, and D made a 95. Okay, the next awards are Academic Achievements Awards. These will be presented to the students who have maintained a 4.0 average, that's an A average, during their entire middle school career. And we have 7 students. And this is a very difficult task, and these students have worked diligently for 3 years. The first student, Philip Coyer. Second student, Philip Max Daybalt. Laura Beth Hardis. D, come on back up. D. Horde. I'm not sure if they're used to all this recognition. Marissa Shuffler. K.L. Stutz. And Amy Treese. Let's give them one round of applause. you make it through. Sorry, Amy. Okay, our next awards are called Academic Effort Awards. The purpose of these awards is to recognize all students making an outstanding academic effort to learn and improve in their subjects. This award may be given for several different reasons. They may have a high grade point average. They may have done well on the end of grade testing. They may have just made a dramatic improvement from the beginning of the school year. And also possibly to those students who have strived for achievement, overcoming obstacles in their way. 20 students have been recognized and selected by their teachers to receive this award. I ask each team to recognize or recommend 10 students, so we will have about 20 students up here before it's all over with. So if you would just kind of hold your applause till the end, and then we'll give them that recognition they deserve. So I'm just going to kind of call them kind of quickly. Okay, the first student is Brandy Adams. I know it's hard not to. If y'all want to do a quick applause, we can do that. Blaine Alshine. Morgan Andrews. Lonnie Beaver. Kelly Coyer. Max Davogt. Joey Deal. He looks a little surprised. See, you never know when the teachers are really watching. Jonathan Faggart. He's got a firm handshake. Mary Faggart. Mandy Goodwin. Nicole Hartley. Drew King. Kelly Kirks. Gib.
Garrett Lowe. Jennifer Morgan.
All right. They will.
Ashley Sheets. We blew a circuit. This one may be a surprise for this young lady. Christina Trexler. Brandy Von Cannon. And Candace Williams. Okay, let's give them another round of applause. The last award that I will present is called the Principal's Award.
Stepping on the cable.
I'll give up. The purpose is called the Principal's Award for Academic Excellence. The purpose is to recognize and reward educational excellence for 8th graders at China Grove Middle. In our 8th grade class of 1996, 10 students have attained the following standards. Students must have a grade point average of at least 3.7 on a 4.0 scale during their 8th grade year of study at China Grove. The recipients of this year's award all have a grade point average of 3.9 and above. Students must also score at or above the 75th percentile on the EOG integrated test scores reading and math. The following students have met the standards for selection, and we're really proud of these 10 individuals. They're the top 5% of our class. They will receive a certificate and a ribbon for outstanding achievement. As I call your names, as you come forward and receive your certificate, and then you can go ahead and applause. I know everybody wants to. First student, and this may be a surprise to some of them as well. Carla Barnett. Amanda Christie. Philip Poyer. Laura Beth Hardis. Dee Horde. Lon Wynn. Marissa Shuffler. Leanne Chu. K.L. Stutz. And Amy Treese. I'm going to let her stand and give her applause. I ran her off. Okay, thank you. I'll now turn it over to Mr. Bowen for the presentation of the
retired principal at West Rowan Middle School retired, he started a plaque that's given to each of the 6 middle schools for best citizenship. It has to be someone with a high grade point average, but it does have to be someone who excels in good manners, behavior, and everything else that goes along with citizenship. Students were nominated by their teachers to be considered for the George C. Knox Citizenship Award. The award is presented to a student who demonstrates the following specific characteristics: respect for self and others, strong work ethic, positive attitude, and responsible behavior. A lot of you students in this room, 150 plus, belong to this group. This year we would like to recognize all of the nominees from your teams for this award due to their outstanding character and citizenship. I'd like for these 4 children to stand: Sarah Boland, Jonathan Faggett, these 3, of course, the winner of the award will be brought forward in just a moment, but these 3 should be recognized also. There were only 4 out of the entire 8th grade nominated. I'd like to thank these 3 children. Our George C. Knox Citizenship Award recipient has been described in the following way. She is a most respectful young lady that we've seen in quite a while. She never questions our authority and always cooperates with the teachers and students. She is well-rounded in her activities outside of school as well as involved in many activities at school. She is, in fact, a most pleasant young lady. We proudly present the 1995-1996 George C. Knox Citizenship Award to a very deserving young person. I'd like to ask Lonnie Suzanne Beaver. Well, where is the ever-ready bunny when you need it? Or her? Most of you come a long way. A few of you still have some traveling to do. We've tried to press you for change and hold you accountable for learning. Most of you have accepted the responsibility and are now ready for high school. Dr. King is in the audience, now as a parent, but next year he will be your principal. As some of you did in elementary school, and now as all of you can do as ninth graders, count on him as someone you can trust and look to for guidance as you expect only the best things as freshmen. As you enter South Rowan next year, start from day 1, knowing that you will need to be on time, start all day, and be serious in between. You have about 60 days to think about this. While you are given more opportunities and choices, more will be expected of you. Parents and families, I want to thank you for the opportunities that you have given us, especially for those who have raised these children and been there for them during the last 9 years. It's obvious that you have been a positive force in their lives. We have enjoyed working with your children. Please continue your support next year as they enter a most difficult time in their lives. May I present to you the class of 2000.
Good thing I have a strong voice. We will now call our students up to receive their diplomas or their certificates of completion. Emily Abernathy. Brandy Adams. Blaine Alshire. April Aker. Berry. Bethany Barber. Carla Barnett. Dorette Behringer. Jeffrey Beaver. Lonnie Beaver. Matt Benfield. Brian Billings. Jeremy Blackwelder. Mitchell Blaylock. Paula Blewett. Evan Bloom. Sarah Boland. April Bradshaw. Crystal Bradshaw. John Pringle. Mandy Brown. Jennifer Brown. Jeremy Byerly. Danny Carlton. Bryant Casey. Daryl Childers. Grady Christie. Amanda Christie. Lainey Clevenson. Jennifer Plum. Christine Coley. James Coon. Gary Cornelius. Kelly Coyer. Philip Coyer. B.J. Davis. Max Dayball. Joey Deal. Justin Deep. Kelly Deaver. Christina DeHaphart. April Donahue. Jamie Donaldson. Leslie Driver. Josh DeFeo. Leslie Esquire. Chaz Evans. Seth Fagan. Jonathan Bagger. Mary Bagger. Joe Finney. Roger Gambrell. Alicia Garman. Karen Gilmore. Christy Goodell. Amy Goodman. Nick Goodman. Mandy Goodwin. April Hall. Nathan Hall. Laura Beth Hardis. Nicole Hartman. Jason Harwood. Samantha Hiley.
Mr. Hodges.
Ricky Hess.
Leave him alone.
Brad Hodges. Chris Humbarger. Dee Horde. Mary Horton. Ashley Humphries. Leanne James. Lee Jane Johnson. Angie Jordan. Tiffany Jordan. Irene Keziah. Drew King. Kelly Kurtz. Kristen Keziah. Amy Lambert. Ashley Clark. Craig Lear. Matt Leffler. Matt Livingood. Garrett Lowe. Matt Luther. Jonathan Marlowe. Michael McKee. Frankie Menas. Ann Mills. Terry Milstead.
So you want to go with
Dad, I gotta
Kristen Meisenheimer.
I promise.
him? Get up to your brother when he gets home.
For
Rodney
graduation?
Moore.
Yeah, but mine will get seen.
Alright.
Jennifer Morgan. Gina Neely. Vaughn Wynn. John Nicholson. Jason Overpass. Matt Overpass.
What?
Crystal Parrish.
Huh?
Play that song.
They won't do it.
Lauren
It's Algebra.
Perry.
Every graduating class is like around this one at that time, and they won't do it because it's Algebra.
Lee Dietrich. Daniel Kenyon.
Because it says something about school being blown up.
No, wow, we didn't write that. We can
Shasta Plott.
Give the brain, put on the computer now.
Stephen Plummer. Terry Poe.
Oh, I'm starving.
Stacy Cope.
What you saying?
Justin Powers.
I thought he could read it.
Nick Preston. Ruben Ramirez.
Oh, I don't sound like that.
Lando Rankin.
So he'll be home when the bus comes back.
Thomas Rosbach. Laura Rice.
Yes,
Should
no.
go in.
Bobby Russell.
Just ask. No sense in arguing.
Nestor Sanchez. Terry Sebastian.
Where did you want to go with him?
I just want to ride me to the
Ashley
but
Sheets.
Oh, you come around to change it, but I can.
that's right, because you want to go to Petersburg and everywhere else. And I ain't going all those places.
Leanne Shue.
Why don't you all go? Get some lottery tickets.
Angela
That's all
Shuffler.
right, okay.
Marissa Shuffler.
I don't know, I'm driving to Greensboro and cut back.
Sandra Simpson.
Then I think we go to Salisbury, we go north to Salisbury or something. We take the straight forward. It's a two-lane highway.
Jessica Skinner.
That's entirely good. Oh, no.
Kelly Slauson.
It's fun for a while.
Eric Sloan.
I miss my food before.
Joey Sandra Starwalk. K.L. Stubbs. Jason Swindle. Mark Taylor. Dave Teal. Allison Thomas. Nikki Thomas. Scott Thompson. Kendra Tinsley. Amy Trees. Christina Trexler. Andy Montana. Chris Wagner. Josh Wagner. Michael Wagner. Adrian Watson. Ernest Wiggins. Bobby Williams. Candace Williams. Jill Wilson. Laura Weinkauf. And Dustin Winkler.
Well, this, for the most part, finishes you up as 8th graders. Like I said earlier, in about 60 days, you'll start your high school career. Parents, if you did not observe what Mrs. Williams was doing, not everyone in this group was successful. The entire 8th grade did not process this year, but what we have sent on to South Rowena will be successful. These children completed their activities, passed their tests, they were in school, and they're ready for the 9th grade. If you would, I'd like to congratulate them for the last time. Mr. Foss, Ms. Trotter, and Ms. Lambert have sign-out sheets. So if you would, today is a regular school day, sign them out and have an enjoyable summer. Goodbye.